It's an all-new Texas League Baseball. Coming up next. And welcome into this Wednesday night live broadcast. And now, here is the star of the San Antonio Missions, John Baker. What a remarkable win we've had last night in Game 1, as San Antonio winning 5-1. Boy, that was a game last night. If I recall, it was one of the best, most astonishing games that we've had in the Texas League. Welcome in, everybody. It is the second game of our 6-game set between the visiting Amarillo Sod Poodles and your San Antonio Missions. Well, tomorrow night is Taco Bell Value Night, as our San Antonio Missions dressing up for the last 2 times in the first half of the Texas League regular season. Missions are back at it Friday at 7:05 as we continue the Flying Chanclas for one more time. Saturday night after the game is post-game fireworks presented by our friends there at West Creek Trail Rides here in the beautiful city of San Antonio. Sunday afternoon, we'll get ready to wrap up at 1:05 p.m. as it will be Bark in the Park Sunday presented by our pet supply places like PetSmart, Petco, and West Creek Trail Rides as well. Go online now, samissions.com, purchase and print your tickets from home. Also, follow the Missions all season long with the First Pitch app from Minor League Baseball. You can download that at any smartphone. Well, welcome everybody to the pregame show. I'm joined also in the booth by my partner, Bob. Good evening. Good evening, John, and welcome everybody here to Texas League Baseball. Yes, I gotta say, we are here tonight again as Game 2 about ready to get started for our 2 teams here in the Texas League. Well, I gotta say, Bob, 2 errors on Amarillo, and I gotta say, not the best night for them. Boy, it's losing 5-1 against San Antonio, and I would say that was just a funny night last night. A guy gets hit in the head as the ball just bounces off his glove, and that was the Amarillo center fielder. Boy, I bet you had a funny evening. Boy, I think there was a lot of people laughing about that as it plunked them right in the head. Now, I got to say, Bob, absolutely right about that. And so far tonight, another night of anything else like that happening again, but we'll have to wait and see. But anyway, I got to say, we have a partly cloudy evening. Boy, the sky looked ferocious for the whole day today, but evidently rain chances and thunderstorms throughout the week as we get ready to get things started for this ball game and through Sunday as well. But we'll definitely keep our eyes and ears open for anything out of the Weather Channel, and so far keeping y'all up to date on rainout delays or anything. Well, like that time last week on Saturday, as we took on our final game against Corpus Christi, I would say that game, it did not look good for the start of it. The Missions went 2 innings. As we got up to the top of the third, the tarp was coming out and the heavy rains began to fall as the grounds crew came out and put the tarp over the field. We were rained out for about half an hour, and then it was called by San Diego and Houston for the rainout and postponement of the game. Yeah, I gotta say, John, when you get weather like that, it's really, really bad when you have to postpone a game. But they understand why. Mother Nature is a big factor of these ball games. When it comes to severe weather and thunderstorms, then obviously we know that these storms, they come in bunches. Yeah, they sure do, Bob. And today I was out at my previous job, and I would say I saw a lot of big thunderhead like clouds, and boy, they were everywhere. You had one cloud going west, south, east. Boy, it was everywhere. Thunderstorm activity all around San Antonio. And if you were here at the ballpark when you saw those big explosive thunder hits, I would say that's one thing that you don't want to ever mess with. And despite the fact that you get thunderstorms, but anyway, unlike yesterday afternoon at 2 p.m., boy, it was coming down rain. Yeah, I gotta say, not at the ballpark here, but I bet at Camp Bolus, it was coming down pretty heavy up there at Camp AP. And boy, I tell you what, I bet y'all got a lot of flooding up there, right? Man, it sure did. Washed out the road pretty good. And so far, they're going to start working on that road and hopefully put more gravel down. But we will see what happens there. But yeah, anyway, yeah, Friday and Saturday look to be the active days of the severe weather event, and even Hurricane Beryl is probably east middle half of the country right now. And boy, Houston got it, and Corpus Christi took the leaning edge of Hurricane Beryl, which that was pretty much, I gotta say, it was pretty much Houston and everybody getting up in there. And we continue to send the prayers to the people of Houston and Galveston, Corpus Christi, and so many people that lost everything during this tragic storm like Beryl. Beryl was a hurricane, and yeah, it was right off the uh, Gulf of Africa when it developed. It was a tropical storm. It became a hurricane, and the category was a Category 5. Well, I gotta say, one of the biggest, baddest storms ever is a Category 5 hurricane with the donut hole, and or it looked like a bagel or something. Yeah, you're making me hungry just thinking about that, Bob. But anyway, as this hurricane developed right off the coast of Africa, I gotta say, it traveled a long way. It went through the Cayman Islands. It headed straight for the Gulf of Mexico and entering into the Texas coast. And I gotta say, it was one of the baddest storms. Now, if it drifted a little more to the west, like say if it went west of Houston and west of Corpus Christi, boy, I gotta say, San Antonio would have gotten those rainstorms and massive flooding, and there's be a lot of things. And yeah, pretty much power outages. And still tonight, there's a lot of people up there in Houston and Corpus Christi. About half still don't have electricity, but they're still waiting for it to be restored. But anyway, if you got a backup generator, that's pretty good too. And if you are watching us alive, we are here in South Texas and San Antonio, and so far we're about ready for the second game of our 6 game set. Well, we are going to go ahead and take you down on the field now as we have ended our pregame show, and rides over the week. Make sure you get your reservations for the 1 hour horseback ride. And most importantly, it's a guided horseback ride on that. We're back with the first pitch coming up right after our commercial messages. Well, right-hander starting up for San Antonio is Dylan Lesko. What do we know, Bob? Well, I've got to say, Lesko's scouting report is immaculate. I love how that 95-mile-an-hour four-seamer will do pretty good on the other pitch-ups and stuff. Well, Christian Robinson up first for Amarillo, as we are about ready for nighttime baseball here in San Antonio. 3 words, let's play ball. And here's the first pitch by Lesko. That one outside, a changeup, and we are underway at 7:05 p.m. Right on the money as we get things going here tonight. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. That one outside again. 2 balls, no strikes. Well, we go ahead and give you scores, or should I say, give you ball clubs tonight before we do any scoring. Northwest Arkansas at Frisco, Corpus Christi at Tulsa, Arkansas at Midland, Wichita at Springfield, Amarillo at San Antonio. Boy, pretty good on where everybody is. Oh, yes, I did forget that Arkansas is at Midland. Yeah, the Travelers being up in good old Funko Park. Yeah, it sure is, Bob. And that one is crushed. High fly in the air up the left, and boy, you kiss that one goodbye, because that is a home run by Christian Robinson. As he rounds the bases, boy, they are celebrating in the pretty good on that one, and we'll see how far that one goes. At 104.5 exit velocity, 23.8 on the launch angle, 5.57 on the hanging time. Projected distance was 400 feet. Wow. Remarkable numbers from the first guy up for Amarillo, Christian Robinson. Tommy Troy now the second batter for the Sod Poodles, coming in and ready to go. Amarillo and their road grays, Amarillo inscribed on the chest of those jerseys. San Antonio wearing their bright whites tonight. Tomorrow, Flying Chanclas coming in as we have Taco Bell Value Night, continuing our series against Amarillo. No balls, 2 strikes to count to Troy. 0-2. And he chops that one away, and he'll continue to stay alive. Well, we got a great crowd here tonight. Yeah, we do. Got fans watching from Amarillo. Isn't it surprising how far Amarillo is from here, and yet fans travel on the road? Yeah, they don't wait for a homestand, John. They don't. They'll get on the road 7, 8 hours. They'll follow the team bus to the stadium, and yeah, they certainly would get things going. Yeah, they do. I remember that time in 2021, boy, when the Northwest Arkansas Naturals had their old look, old logo and jerseys. And boy, we had some 2 knucklehead fans supporting the Naturals, acting like a bunch of goofballs and stuff. Well, that'll bring in Jackson Feltner as he comes in. Well, and those 2 fans were immediately kicked out for harassing 2 other fans for San Antonio. Yeah, Northwest Arkansas thought that they could just come over to our San Antonio ballpark and say that this stadium is theirs. Well, technically, Riverboat Field is their stadium. Yeah, it sure is, Bob. High fly in the air up to Valenzuela. And that is a quick out number 2. So, yeah, I bet those two knuckleheads went back to Northwest Arkansas, and boy, they still have a pretty good deal of getting things going. Here's Gino Groover coming in as he takes a curveball down and in. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 away, nobody on for Amarillo. A run in to score by Christian Robinson. Here's the pitch. That one inside for a strike, and it's the count now 1-1. Boy, just glad we don't go to Riverboat Field this year, or I don't know about next year, but we'll see when 2025 schedule comes out. We might go there or go back to Arkansas, or we'll see if Northwest Arkansas will come in. Now, they only had 6 games against San Antonio this year. That's pretty much all. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on for Amarillo. Here's the pitch. And that one's hit high fly in the air up to right. Castellon will take it himself, and that's the inning. But here's a solo shot by Christian Robinson. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left for Amarillo. As we head out to the bottom of the first, the Sod Poodles up in front by 1-0. We'll be back for the bottom of the first for San Antonio. It's a 1-0 Amarillo lead. Leading off for the bottom of the first inning for San Antonio is coming up next. Well, Austin Pope is getting the call on the hill for Amarillo as we're getting things started. Boy, Bob, you almost got it wrong right there. Leading off the bottom of the first inning for the Missions, left fielder Corey Howell. Straying in as he pops that one foul, and it's 0-1. Tying run is Howell. Boy, pretty good right there, right? Yeah, I gotta say, John, it is. No balls, one strike. That one hit high fly in the air up to center, and that is caught for the outs. Yeah, that was a tough out, number one for Howell. Right fielder is Marcos Castellon. Boy, game 84 of the season. And pretty good. Oh, it's game 83, I think. And right there, swing and a miss. The count now 0-2. Boy, Midland sure leading the Arkansas Travelers. 2 grand slams make it 8-4 against Arkansas. Yeah, John, I gotta say, they are whooping the daylights out of the Travelers. Tulsa leading 5-2 against Corpus Christi. Northwest Arkansas leads 3-0. Boy, they got the tying run at the plate for the Rough Riders. And that one right there, 1 ball, 1 strike to the center fielder, Joshua Mears. Here's a 1-1. That one hit foul, and it's 1-2. Here's a pitch, and that one's going to be lifted up to right field. The right fielder will take it himself, and that's the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left for San Antonio. On now to the top of the second inning, and it's 1-0 Amarillo. Back here as A.J. Vukovic will lead it off for the top of the second for the Sod Poodles when we come back. 1-0 ball game as we end the first inning. We're back for the top of the second for Amarillo, right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, the next batter up is A.J. Vukovic as he steps in for the top of the second inning for Amarillo. 5, 6, 7 due up here in this half inning. He hits one foul, and it will land near the backstop, and that's the count now, 0-1. Sod Poodles lead 1-0 against San Antonio. Early as they had a home run by Christian Robertson. Boy, Robertson could look like getting up into the AAA Reno Aces. Yeah, that just depends if he gets the call up to the AAA level. But they don't just give you a free pass to the level up of AAA. You have to earn getting up in that level. It's hard work and determination that will get you going on that one. Yeah, it sure is, John. Well, a strikeout to Lesko as he strikes out Vukovic. And the next batter up is Kevin Sim. Sim coming in, ready to go. Here's the first pitch to him, and he takes that one inside. And it's the count now, 0-1. Boy, Wichita and Springfield are the only two teams in the Texas League that are scoreless, as the Cardinals there at Blue River Stadium are scoreless through the first 3 innings. I gotta say, John, it's just one of them things, you know. You get up in there, you try to score by getting the base hits and stuff, right? That's for sure. Absolutely right. No balls, 2 strikes. That one hit high fly in the air. Up to right field is Castellon as he's making the catch just shy of the warning track. And that is for out number 2. Well, Tim Tawa coming in as he's ready to go. Boy, a beautiful, well, I would say it would be a beautiful night if we didn't have all these clouds around the area, but we do. Evidently, rain chances going up into the overnight and into tomorrow, Friday and Saturday as well. Hit right there to third base, and he'll flip it to the first baseman for the out. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on for Amarillo here in this half inning. So it's on now to the bottom of the second inning, and it is 1-0 Amarillo. West Creek Trail Rides is a proud sponsor of Missions Baseball. And now, for the bottom of the second inning, here's your returning host, John Baker. Well, first baseman Michael De La Cruz coming in for San Antonio. So we're ready to go. Here's the pitch, down and in, a slider. And it's 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 delivery. And that one's going to be well hit. Left field. The left fielder makes the running grab, as that is the first out here in the bottom of 2. Here's our favorite guy up at third base, and that is our hot corner guy, Graham Pauley. Pauley was off yesterday during the start of the series. Yeah, he sure was, and we had a few more reserve San Antonio guys on the roster. Yeah, it sure did. That right back to the mound. Pope will take care of him. And he will throw down the first for out number 2. The designated hitter is Kai Murphy. Yesterday playing in left field. Yeah, he sure did, didn't he? 2 away, nobody on. Could be another 1-2-3 inning for San Antonio. Yeah, it might be, John. Who really knows what could happen, but Missions need to get some hits. And right now they're in a no-hitter ball game as Amarillo scored first by Christian Robinson. Yeah, it sure does. Here's the 1-1. Boy, that one back up the middle and up for the base knock. Boy, Pope, that went right under his legs. Tying run up at first, and now the second baseman, Lucas Dunn, coming in. Boy, hit the second, and they won't look at second base as they'll get him out at first. A quick, easy play to end the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, 1 left. As we go up to the third now, it is 1-0 Amarillo as we end 2 innings here this evening. Brett Johnson leads it off for Amarillo when we return for the top of the third. 1-0 Sod Poodles here in this ball game. We now head for the top of the third, right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Brett Johnson leads it off for Amarillo. Thank you, Bob. Top of the third inning. Lesko starts his third inning of work on the mound for San Antonio. Takes in a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, one strike the count. The 0-1. Boy, that one hard hit. Up to right field. Castellon near the wall makes the catch. Boy, and that is for the first out. Johnson thought it would be a home run and it would put him up for 2-0 against San Antonio. Adrian Del Castillo coming in for the Sod Poodles. That one inside the corner for a strike. It's 0-1. Boy, 10-4 Midland. Boy, look at that. That is Midland getting riled up against Arkansas. Arkansas trailing 6 runs against Midland. Yeah, it sure is, John. And boy, that score may grow even big. Yeah, I remember that the Rockhounds during last week took on Amarillo, and boy, 24-5. That was a spanking of a lifetime for the Sod Poodles. Well, Del Castillo goes down on strikes. And here's the solo shot in the first inning. Batter up Christian Robertson. The pitch right here, and that will go foul. And it's 0-1. Boy, Northwest Arkansas extends their lead 4-0 against Frisco. Pretty good right there. Here's the pitch right there and in for a strike, and it's 0-2. Boy, top of the fourth inning there at Springfield, still no score. Scoreless 3 innings up now to the fourth for Wichita. 0-2, and that's hit the third baseman Polly, and he'll get it across to Michael De La Cruz as he'll cover the bag for the out. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. 3.5 complete. Amarillo still leads this one 1-0. We're back here with shortstop Ray Patrick Ditter coming in for San Antonio when we come back. About ready for the bottom of the third for San Antonio, right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, Ray Patrick Ditter coming in as we get things started for the home half of the third inning. And the pitch. Boy, high fly up again, up to center. And really, that is not the inning you would hope for, as getting a fly out would get them an out. Boy, Brandon Valenzuela. Pretty good prospect for the Padres organization. Valenzuela, the catcher for San Antonio, coming in. Bats in the left-hand side of the batter's box. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Boy, that's going to be line drive up to left, and the left fielder will have that one. Boy, and it was almost a home run distance on that pitcher throwing that fastball. Oh, Corey Howell coming in as he strides in now. And that one down and in the count now 0-1. Here's the pitch. That one out upstairs. It's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to pitch. And that one hit to the shortstop. He'll flip it to first, and that's a 1-2-3 inning, as it was during the last half inning. And boy, I gotta say, for the home side, they go down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody on for San Antonio. And it's on now to the 4th inning as Tommy Troy leads things off for Amarillo. It's 1-0 Sod Poodles. About ready for the top of the 4th inning for Amarillo, right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, Tommy Troy stepping in as we're done with commercial break. Troy stepping in this one. That one hit high fly in the air, and that will go out of play. So foul ball as Castellon goes over to look at it. Boy, Corpus Christi getting in a couple more runs, trailing the Tulsa Drillers by 2. The 0-1. That one fouled off, and the count now 0-2. I would say I hope that the Texas League will do this next year, as having 3 South Division teams take on 3 North Division teams, I hope it'll be all South converging against the North. So right there, a strikeout by Lesko, and that will be out number 1. So what is your meaning about the South taking a converging point against the North? Well, I would say that as we have Northwest Arkansas at Frisco and Corpus Christi at Tulsa, Arkansas at Midland, I think Wichita and Springfield would be pretty good taking on Amarillo and San Antonio. Yeah, I gotta say, you make a valid point. Yeah, so you have South versus North. That'd be pretty interesting right there. Well, right there is Castellon will get Jackson Feltner out in foul grounds as he makes the play for out number 2. Well, Gino Groover coming in, 0 for 1, fly out in the first. Well, I gotta say, it's been a great day thus far, and yeah, we're here to take a relaxing rest of it coming in. Well, it is Taco Bell Value Night tomorrow night. Mission's wearing their flying chanclas tomorrow night and Friday. Saturday will be the last post-game fireworks of the first half regular season. Be our last Sunday game as well, as after that game, everybody is off for 4 days straight. Yeah, I gotta say, that is gonna be really nice, getting the 4 days off and then starting up a 9 on the road when we start the second half. We're up 3 against Arkansas, 6 at Midland. Boy, wouldn't it be nice if the Arkansas Travelers and the Tulsa Drillers would come here? Well, Bob, that's up to the Texas League and the Padres organization if they want more North Division teams being here in 2025. Which the schedule should be made as probably next month or September, but we will see what will happen. Here's a 1-2. That one chopped foul on the changeup, and it's 1-2 now. Boy, Arkansas trailing 5 runs against the Rockhounds. Bottom of the 5th inning, 10-5 their score there at Franco Park. Boy, Wichita scores in a pair against Springfield. And that one up to the left center area. And center fielder Joshua Mears makes the play. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base for Amarillo. 4.5. It is a 1-0 ball game for the Sod Poodles. Right fielder Marcos Castellon coming in as we start up the bottom half of the 4th inning when we come back. About ready for the bottom of the fourth inning for San Antonio, right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, Marcos Castellon, the right fielder, coming in for the Missions. Getting things ready to go here. Pitch, swing and a miss. Boy, slider getting him chasing. And it's the count now, 0-1. Boy, sun reflecting off the evening clouds here, and would say a beautiful night when they're all lighted up like the way they are. 1 ball, 1 strike to Castellon. Here's the pitch to him, and he's going to hit that one up to the third baseman, and that's going to be out number 1 as he throws across the diamond to get Castellon for the out. Boy, got to say that bases are loaded for the bottom half of the fourth inning for the Rough Riders. Northwest Arkansas getting in trouble. They replaced their pitcher. And boy, they are really getting after the last 2 at-bats in the Rough Rider order. And the 0-2. That one right there and in for a strike or a ball. Correction. Jeff Andrews is saying 1 ball and 2 strikes to count now. 1-2. And that one hard hit. High fly in the air up to right. And it looks like it's going to hit the wall. That's going to get in. And that's a double. And friends, we got coupons for everybody for that double meat cheeseburger, courtesy of our friends there at our hot and fresh Whataburger. Boy, that was a pretty good line drive base hit by that third guy in the lineup. First baseman Michael De La Cruz coming in, takes an inside strike, and it's 0-1. Fly out in the second, 0-1. Tying run now at second base. A base knock could get him in. And that is right there, foul, and it's the count now, 0-2. Boy, 2-1. Wichita leads Springfield. That is a 6-run margin for the Rockhounds. Again, fouls it off. Rough Riders trying to put Northwest Arkansas down in the run column. That's going to be line drive base hit. And another base knock will get the tying run home. As now first and third for San Antonio. Unlike last night, boy, we saw 5-1 against Amarillo here in the start of this opening series. Third baseman Graham Polly coming in to get things done. High fly in the air, foul. Boy, home run baseball right there. Ground out in the second is 0-1 by Polly. Here's the pitch to him, and now one upstairs, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Boy, the Sod Poodles are in danger now as they are first and third. Trying to get out of this half inning, and that's going to be right there. Infield fly in effect. And that will be out number 2. Boy, the designated hitter, Kai Murphy, coming in. Boy, this is his chance to come in and get that tying run from third. 90 feet away. A base knock to the wall will get him going. Here's the pitch. And that one's going to be hard hit high in the air up to center. And that will do it. So no runs on 2 hits. No errors, 2 left. Boy, wasted opportunity right there as we exit the fourth inning. And on now to the fifth as Amarillo still leads it by 1-0. So we're back here with A.J. Volkovich as we lead off the fifth. for the Sod Poodles. And it is a 1-0 ball game. About ready for the top of the 5th inning for Amarillo right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, A.J. Volkovich coming in. Ready to go, and the count now 0-1 is underway at the top of the 5th inning here for Amarillo. No balls, 1 strike here. And the 0-1. That one chopped foul, and the count now 0-2. Boy, tied ball game as Northwest Arkansas and Frisco tied at 4-4. Wichita 2-1 against Springfield. Boy, right there, swing and a miss, strike 3. As Lesko gets another strikeout for San Antonio. And that's 1 away here in this 5th inning. Kevin Sim coming in now for Amarillo. Swings and misses, and the count now 0-1. Tulsa leads Corpus Christi 5-4. Boy, 5 runs on 5 hits, 2 errors for Tulsa. And for Corpus Christi, 4 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. Rockhounds lead 11-5. So 11-10-2 for Midland. 5-7-1 for Arkansas, as they are bottom of the 6th inning there in Franco Park. That is in Midland as well. Frisco, it's a tie ball game there against Northwest Arkansas. And right there again, strikeout 2. 2 batters up was the Sod Poodles. Boy, and getting them going. That sure is, John. Tim Tawa coming in for Amarillo, and could say this could be another 1-2-3 inning for them. I gotta say, John, they lead by 1, and probably that's all they need to win this ball game and stop San Antonio from stretching it into a 2-win game streak. 0-1. Right there, swing and a miss, and the count now on 2. One more, and he'll strike out the side on 9 pitches. Yeah, gotta say, you might need to choose on where it goes. And that's a swing and a miss. Boy, get him down, strike 3. And he strikes out the side in order. Boy, that was a immaculate inning to this half inning. No runs, no hits, no errors in. Nobody left on for Amarillo. As we head for the 5th inning for the Missions, it's 1-0 Sod Poodles. Second baseman Lucas Dunn will get the bottom of the 5th for San Antonio. When we come back from our commercial message, this one brought to you in part by West Creek Trail Rides. Right off of 151 and 1604 here in San Antonio. Pretty good place, and I will say it is one of the best horseback riding places. And don't forget an all-new season of horseback riding adventures with your special host, Jonathan Baker, coming on Friday, September 6th at 7:30, right here on our channel. Say also, Love's new series is also returning as the sequel Series 2 coming this September. Been pretty good on that. Be right back right after this. Leading off the bottom of the 5th inning for San Antonio, second baseman Lucas Dunn. Boy, that was a good one, Bob. Very good. Yep, he comes in, takes in a strike. Bottom of the 5th for the Missions. Boy, the last half inning in the bottom of the 4th was really good, except they could not get anybody to score in. That one's going to be right there up to second, and that's a line out. Got by second baseman Tim Tawa. Shortstop Ray Patrick Ditter coming in as 0-for-1 fly out in the 3rd. Boy, Amarillo scoring in 1 run by Christian Robinson. Boy, that one lone run has held up for already 5.5 innings here. San Antonio's been scoreless through almost 5.5. That one hit high fly in the air up the left. And, oh man, it hit off the wall. That's a base hit right there. Well, that could have almost been a home run. Well, yeah, we're going to look at it and see where that was. That one carrying, it should have been a little bit more, and it would have. Well, Brandon Valenzuela coming in, and maybe he could get us going. Right there, hit the short, 2nd for 1, relay it, and that is a bad boo-boo right there. A 3-6-4 double play to end the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, 1 left as we head for the top of the 6th for Amarillo. And it is 1-0 Sod Poodles. Brett Johnson coming in as he leads it off here in the top of the 6th inning for the Sod Poodles. And it's a 1-0 lead for Amarillo here in this one. We're about ready for the top of the 6th inning for Amarillo right here on the San Antonio Missions Baseball Network. Well, leading off the top of the 6th is the 8-hole batter, Brett Johnson. Johnson coming in, ready to go as he takes in. That one fouls off, and it's the count now, 0-1. Boy, a 1-run lead for Corpus Christi. 5-4 Tulsa against the Hooks. The 0-1. Inside for a strike, and it's 0-2. Boy, pretty good as now San Antonio up a run, trailing Amarillo. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. That one is high fly in the air. And Howell getting down, and he misses it. And that's going to be another run in for a scoring position, as Johnson will get one into shallow left for a base knock. So the fielder's choice is for Johnson to be in second. In now is Adrian Del Castillo. Before the first pitch, he'll put it down right to second, and he's back in safely. Here's the first pitch to Castillo, down and in, 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0. That one hit high fly in the air. Howell makes the play, and that is 1 away. Runner still holding on at second after the flyout. Well, Christian Robinson was that solo home run. And the 1 lone run for him and his whole team here for Amarillo. Number 5 is Johnson being up in second. Takes in strike, and the count now 0-1. Let's go in this inning. 6 strikes, 5 balls. Boy, pretty good as he tries to get out of this half inning.
Nope, that's a ball.
That one down and in, and they'll even up at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That one chopped foul. And it's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Get him down on strikes. And there is another strikeout for Lesko. How many has that been? I think 7 already. 3 more for breakfast on a bun, courtesy of our friends there at Whataburger. So right there, curveball inside for a strike, and it's 0-1. balls, 1 strike. Runner at second, 2 away, 1-0 Amarillo. That one inside for a strike, and it's 0-2. Oh, 2. That one right there, foul. And that's the count now, 0-2. Boy, Lesko's still hanging on. Already 70 pitches for his first 6 innings. 0-2. Right there, called third, then you do not want. So no runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go now to the bottom of the 6th inning, and it's 1-0 Amarillo. Corey Howell leads things off as we get things started for the bottom of the 6th inning, and it's a 1-0 ball game for the Sod Poodles. We now head to the bottom of the 6th right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, Corey Howell leads things off as we are about ready to go for this half inning. That one outside. The count now 1-0 as first pitch has been thrown in for a ball in the count now. Right there, back to the mound. He'll pick it up easily, and that's 1 up, 1 down. Boy, San Antonio is not doing good tonight. Well, the bats are not hot right now, but hopefully they will be. Marcos Castellon coming in, and hits one right there. And that is out number 2, ahead of the throw. Well, Joshua Mears 1 for 2, double in the 4th. Boy, San Antonio trying desperately to get on the board in this ball game. But evidently winning last night 5-1 on a Tuesday. Just a really lucky night for the Missions. Boy, a lot of sun reflecting off the evening clouds. It's really nice. And it's going to be right there. Line drive, and that's up goes second. And he's going to get up to a double. And that's a stand-up for Joshua Mears. Boy, now something's going. Now they just have to push it forward. Yeah, for sure, Bob. Michael De La Cruz coming in. Takes down and in a ball, and the count now 1-0. Single in the 4th, 1 for 2 to De La Cruz. 1-0. And that's hit the first. And that's the inning. So no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Top of the 7th inning coming up, and it's still a 1-0 shutout for Amarillo. With Jackson Feltner to lead things off, top of the 7th here in the Texas League. We're back for more baseball here in San Antonio as we get ready for the top of the 7th inning for Amarillo. About ready for the top of the seventh right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, Jackson Feltner coming in is about ready to go. And it looks like Lesko is served his purpose on the mound for San Antonio, and that will pretty much do it for our starter. Well, a right-hander now coming, Bobby Malaki. Coming in, the scouting report, what do we know about it? Well, 96 mile an hour, slider, changeup, cutter, a curveball, the four-seam fastball going really well for his reservoir. Malaki now pitching in for San Antonio in relief as he gets ready to go. He hits that one, and right there hit the dun. Pass it to De La Cruz there at first, and that's one away. And now is Gino Groover, 0 for 2, 2 flyouts. Boy, looking really good here in this one. The pitch down and in, and the count now 0-1. Well, let's go ahead and give you some scores. Top of the seventh. It's 11-5 for the Rockhounds taking on Arkansas. Boy, tied ball game there at DCJ Field. Corpus Christi and Tulsa tied at 5. 1 ball, 1 strike to Groover. And that one down and in, 2-1. Northwest Arkansas and Frisco tied. Bottom of the 6th inning with 4-4. Boy, runners at second and third. And it looks like the Rough Riders, boy, they need a 3-run shot to make it the 7-4. And maybe that will be their lucky time to get out of a tying ball game. And I would say that for a fact right there. Boy, right there, strike 3. And we need one more for free breakfast, courtesy of our guys there at Whataburger. That means on a early morning, you can use that coupon to get free breakfast on the bun. No purchase necessary. There at our local, friendly neighborhood Whataburger. AJ Vukovic is up now as he takes the ball outside. It's 1-0. 2-1 in Springfield. Boy, the Wichita wind surge getting really good in that ball game.
Ball, that's out.
And it's going to be a pitch clock violation, as that will be 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0. That one hard hit, high fly in the air up to left. Howell makes the play, and that will do it. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. And it's time to get up a stretch. Time to take you out to the ball game. The Sod Poodles lead it 1-0. Boy, those cars are loud, ain't they? Boy, leading off the bottom of the 7th when we return is third baseman Graham Polly, getting things ready to go. Boy, get up a stretch, take me out to the ball game is one of our favorite songs for a 7th inning stretch. Well, we're about ready for the bottom of the 7th right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Bob, go ahead, lead it off. All right, thank you, John. Well, Grand Polly stepping in as we're getting things going. Boy, this ball game has been scoreless for San Antonio. Yeah, it sure has, Bob, and getting Josh Green and Kyle Backus coming in for warm-up reliefs. Here's the 0-1. That one hard hit, high fly in the air up the left. And the left fielder will make the running grab as he has it for the out. Designated hitter is Kai Murphy. Well, 1-for-2 single in the second. Pretty good for a prospect for the Padres. Yeah, he sure is, Bob. That one down and in. And the count now 0-1. So 0-2 the count now. And the pitch. That one right there. Hard hit back to first, and that's 2 outs. Boy, Bob, it's not their evening if they can't get anything going. Amarillo is holding down San Antonio. And boy, I say, it is getting pretty interesting here. A 1-0 ball game. Boy, it reminds me of going back to the Texas League playoffs back in the year 2017. The Rockhounds taking on the Tulsa Drillers. During that year, boy, they led 1-0 against Tulsa through the whole game. Rockhounds winning the four-peat during 2014, 15, 16, and 17. And pretty good about that. We will tell you more as we get ready for the top of the 8th inning coming up. 1-0 Amarillo. And we'll be right back as Kevin Sim will lead things off for the top of the 8th for the Sod Poodles. Well, leading off the top of the eighth inning for Amarillo is Kevin Sim. Well, that's right, Bob. We welcome you guys back to the Texas League Baseball as we are ready for the top of the eighth inning for the Sod Poodles. Cutter down and in, and it's the count now, 0-1. Well, you gotta say, this game is a absolute shutout. 6 outs left for San Antonio. And if this game can't get any further down and in for San Antonio to score in some runs, and pretty much it would be a 1-0 victory for the Sod Poodles. 0-2. High in the air up to center. Mears would give a chase. Up to shallow right, and that is out number 1. Boy, big grand slam for the Rough Riders. They now lead 4 against Northwest Arkansas. 8-4 is the score for the Rough Riders there at Statesman's Park.
That's a ball.
Boy, that was a ginormous grand slam. They had bases loaded. Boy, bottom of the 6th inning, and they did all magic prevail. Right there, 1 ball and no strikes. So in there, the count now 1-1. Boy, Wichita leads Springfield 4-2. Amarillo leads San Antonio 1-0. Boy, 7-5. Tulsa takes back the lead against Corpus Christi. Boy, and it's getting pretty interesting here tonight, right, Bob? I gotta say, if Amarillo could keep this going, hold down San Antonio for at least 6 more outs, then it's a done deal. They would win this ball game. Boy, Malaki gets in there, and that means free breakfast on the bun, courtesy of our friends there at Whataburger. Brett Johnson, the 8-hole cleanup batter, coming in, ready to go. Fouls that one off, and it's the count now 0-1. Boy, it is a beautiful night for this ball game, and all knowingly the eyes and ears should be on the weather. I gotta say, John, right about that. Well, we keep our eyes peeled for anything severe. That is going through the rest of this homestand, I would say. The 0-2 delivery, boy, that one just outside, and it's count now 1-2. Well, nobody on. Top of the 8th, a 1-0 ball game. Amarillo has lead this one since the top of the 1st and still leading it. Impressive. They come around and they go up and down in order on their guys for the bottom halves for San Antonio, and it was really good. Look at the bottom of the 8th inning. Ray Patrick Ditter coming in as we get things started for the next half inning. Bottom of the 8th coming in. Amarillo leads it 1-0. About ready for the bottom of the 8th inning for San Antonio, right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, Ray Patrick Ditter coming in. Yes, we've had pretty much a 3-minute rest break. And so far, that one taken inside for a strike, and it's the count 0-1. Christian Montes de Oca and Kyle Buckus coming in, warming up for Amarillo. Here's the 0-1. That one high and outside. It's 1-1.
1-1.
Boy, nighttime fastly approaching, and so far it is really good. That one is chopped high in the air, up to right. And it's a easy fly out.
Now the catcher,
With Brandon Valenzuela coming in. Boy, clouds are starting to lose the evening sun that sets on the horizon. So for 2 of the night for Valenzuela. That one in for the ball. The count now 1-1. 7-5 Tulsa against Corpus Christi. 8-4 against Northwest Arkansas. Frisco leads 4 after a ginormous grand slam. Wichita leads Springfield 4-3. Boy, that's a new one. Still a 11-5 ball game for Midland to lead in that one against 6 against Arkansas. Well, that one hard hit, high fly in the air, and right there, gone! And that will tie us up at 1. Finally, something going on. And San Antonio gets things going. Well, it's about daggum time. Here we go, boys. Get something going here tonight. Yeah, Brandon Valenzuela, boy, celebrating with his teammates. Boy, it's been a 1-2-3, 1-2-3. You know how it is. Through the past 7 innings, a scoreless ball game in this half inning. Well, here comes the skipper out of the Amarillo dugout, and that's going to do for the starter, as they will turn it over now to the bullpen to get things going.
now pitching.
So Taylor Rashi, on the scouting report for him, 94-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball, a curveball, a cutter, a changeup, and most importantly, that 94-mile-an-hour fastball is his weapon of choice. And the curveball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Well, now we get in the final from Midland, there at Franco Park. They beat Arkansas 11-5. The first 2 teams in the Texas League that are done for the night, the Midland Rockhounds and the Arkansas Travelers. Well, new score is bottom of the 8th inning, tied at 1, and so far pretty good. Coming in for the Missions. Here's the pitch, ready to go. Swing and a miss on that one, and it's 0-1. Boy, Springfield, they're at bottom of the 7th inning, trailing Wichita a run. Tying run, go ahead run, first and second on that ball game. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to him. And that's right there, strike 3. And that will end it. But Brandon Valenzuela ties up the ball game on 1 run on 1 hit. No errors. And nobody left on for San Antonio as we head for the 9th inning, as Adrian Del Castillo will get things going for Amarillo. We're back here for the top of the 9th coming up right after our commercial messages brought brought to you in part by West Creek Trail Rides. Do apologize for my little stutteriness. But anyway, we're going to continue onward, and we're having a good night tonight on this Wednesday evening. Bob will take it from here, and we'll get ready to go. So, you ready, Bob?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So, leading off the top of the ninth inning, Adrian Del Castillo leading things off. Take it away, Bob.
Yeah, so we're about ready to go. Malaki is coming in. And the first pitch down and in, change up, and it's 1-0. It'll look like the pitcher getting tired after 20 pitches, couple innings on the hill for San Antonio. And cutter inside for a strike, and it's 1-1. Boy, starting to be a nice evening, right, John?
I do agree with you, Bob. It is.
Here's a 1-1.
Down and inside for a count now, 1-2.
One ball, two strikes a count.
Now, the only question is, Bob, winning it at the bottom of the ninth inning, that would be huge for San Antonio, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. It'd be a very huge to tie up a second game. That would head for San Antonio and their wins.
For sure. Well, another run in to score. Frisco leads it 9-4. Boy, it is starting to be a good game there at Statesman's Park for Northwest Arkansas and the Rough Riders. So it's a full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's a pitch to him. And that's going to be hit to shortstop Ditter. He will pass it to De La Cruz. Boy, good one right there. That's the first out. 2 more away, and we can have the bottom of the ninth to pick it back up. Here's Christian Robinson, as he had that solo home run in the beginning of this ball game in the top of the first inning for the Sod Poodles. That one fouled off, and he'll see another. 9-4 Frisco leading Northwest Arkansas. A 5-run ball game there at Statesman's Park. Last week taking on 3 against Arkansas. Now Arkansas on the road going to Midland for a 3. Or should I say a 6-game series. To the 0-2. That one high fly in the air up to right fielder Castellon. And that is out number 2.
Boy, San Antonio's plan is to get going and get things really going.
Yeah, for sure, Bob. Tommy Troy stepping in. With 2 away, nobody on. Tied ball game at 1-1.
Pitch down and in for a code strike. It's 0-1.
Yeah, Bob, go ahead. Take it away. Come on, get in here.
No balls, 1 strike. Here's a pitch. That one in the inside corner, and that's a strike.
One more away from getting out of this whole ordeal. No balls, 2 strikes to Troy.
Pitch. Right there, strike 3. Get him down looking. Oh, boy, don't you love strikeouts? They are a man's best friend.
Yeah, they sure is, Bob. They sure are. So we head for the bottom of the ninth inning when we come back, and it is a 1-1 tie. Joshua Mears, the center fielder, leads the bottom of the ninth in a 1-1 tie as a winning run is needed for San Antonio here in this one. Go back for more after our commercial messages.
Now we're ready for the bottom of the ninth right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, center fielder Joshua Mears is the winning run for San Antonio. That one taken in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Will Mabry, Christian Montes de Oca is coming in. Boy, need a solo shot, and they would win it 2-1. That one chopped foul, and the count now 0-2. Boy, that would be very huge if they could get in and win it here on the walk-off. Yeah, that would be. Here's a 1-2. And that's going to be right there. Line drive up the right center. And now the winning run now at first.
The batter, the first baseman, Michael.
Well, Michael De La Cruz coming in for San Antonio. We're about ready to go here in this one. Here's the pitch. That one outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Single in the fourth, 1 for 3 by De La Cruz. Boy, got to be careful. Don't ground into a double play ball. That one hit high fly in the air, and that is going to drop, and that will land foul. Boy, for the count now, 1-1. That one's going to be hard hit, high fly in the air. Shy of the warning track is the center fielder. He makes a play, and that is for out number 1. Third baseman Graham Polly. Get things going. All right, starting to get new scores there from DCJ Field. Boy, Tulsa leads Corpus Christi 8-5.
Nope, that's inside.
That one down and outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Graham Polly, tonight's third baseman for San Antonio. And that's going to be right there. They pick him off, and that's a double play. Inning over. Yikes. Can't get back to first, and that means we got free baseball for everybody as we go now to the 10th inning, and it's tied at 1. Well, Jackson Feltner coming in as we are now extra innings. Runner always starts as second. Number 11 is Tommy Troy as he comes in. He's the pinch runner for this extra innings duel.
0-1's the count.
He takes in a count now 0-1. Here's the 0-1. And did he go? Nope. Peeled down by Jeff Andrews. He says he did not go. Boy, 1-1 our score. Amarillo, San Antonio are tied in this one. Hit to second, and they'll get it to De La Cruz, and that will be out number 1. Boy, all you need is 1 more run to get out there, and they'll pick him off either way. Yeah, for sure. And that needs to be at home plate. The runner 90 feet away from scoring in. Gino Groover coming in for Amarillo, takes a strike in the inside corner, and it's the count now 0-1. Boy, Malaki coming in, and he's full of confidence, unlike the last pitcher we had. Boy, swing and a miss, and that is the count now 0-2. Boy, that's something you don't see every day, John, but evidently he's been coming in full throttle. It's pedal to the metal now. 0-2.
Ball 1.
And that one down and in for a ball. The count now 1-2. No final scores yet, except Midland and Arkansas. All the first 2 that are done for this evening. The 1-2. And right there, the De La Cruz. And that is out number 2.
The right fielder,
Boy, one more out, and we could go into the bottom of the San Antonio 10th inning. A.J. Volkovich coming in as comes ready to go. Down and in, the changeup, the count now 1-0. This game is on the line. And for those that are watching, boy, your hearts might be racing up there. Good old Water-Ridge Field there in downtown Amarillo. It's been one heck of a ball game. A lot of zeros going through this ball game. Amarillo scores in a run on a solo shot by Christian Robinson. And here's the 2-0. That one hit high fly in the air, and that will go out of play, foul. Robinson has been a pretty good asset to Amarillo. And maybe he'll get a call up to AAA Reno. Who knows? Well, as I said before, John, only hard work will prevail for that call to be made. Yeah, for sure. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's pitch. And that one going to be hit right there. De La Cruz got it. And that's the 10th inning right there. So 10.5. And it's still tied at 1-1. Will Mabry will be a left-hander trying to close the door and get into the 11th inning. Get things started for Amarillo. Well, bottom of the 10th, here is the DH, Kai Murphy. Runner starting off as second, winning run. Now at the second base bag area. The pitch. And that's going to be right there, and he cannot make the play. He misses it. Oh, my goodness. That's going to be the fielder's choice on a base hit, and now only one hit remaining to win the ball game, and second baseman Lucas Dunn can walk it off here. And that's going to be right there. Line drive, and that will be caught for the outs. Was thinking that runner at third would just go, but
The batter, number 10, shortstop.
that's a 1 out right there. As that will put first and third 1 away. Ray Patrick Ditter. Boy, and that guy must be sleeping at the third base area. I thought he would have went. That would have won the ball game and sent most of these fans home happy here tonight. Yeah, you got a little bit loud right there, John. Yeah, I sure did. I thought he would have went. So that's going to be right there. High fly in the air, and it's going to be an out. And, oh, man. 2 up, 2 down, and yeah, San Antonio has 1 more to go, and they were thinking sending him right there. Boy, Brandon Valenzuela needs 1 base hit to win it. 1 for 3 of the evening, and he'll take a strike inside. And it's 0-1. Here's the pitch. That one high and outside, 1-1. One and one, the pitch. And that's going to be right there. And it will drift out of play, foul. Oh, man. That was close. If it would have stayed fair, that runner at third would have went. It would have won the ball game. And that's going to be right there. And they'll get out of danger as that will conclude this 10th inning. Well, we have not found a winner just yet. And that means we got more baseball for y'all. So stay in your seats. The 11th inning coming up. It's still tied at 1. Well, Kevin Sim coming in 0 for 3, fly out in the 8th inning. And we are going to have a new arm for San Antonio, as that will do for Bobby Malacki. Giovanni Cruz coming in for the Missions, and so far he will pitch for the second reliever. Cruz now pitching for San Antonio. The runner at second as he'll greet up Kevin Sim. And the pitch, that one hit high fly in the air up to third. It's been like that since the start of it. One heck of a ball game tonight for both sides, both Amarillo and San Antonio. Right there, that one chopped foul, and the count now 0-1. Boy, number 35 out there is second base right now. That one high in the air up the center. Mears waits for it, and here he comes. Cut it off for out number 2.
Now back, the left fielder, Brett Johnson.
Got to bring in Brett Johnson. 1 for 3 double in the 6th. Boy, Rough Riders lead 10-4 against Northwest Arkansas. They get a 2-run shot. Wichita leads 6-3 against Springfield. Still an 8-5 ball game there at DCJ Field. And yeah, it is a 3-run ball game for Tulsa over the Corpus Christi Hooks. 1-1 our tied score. Top of the 11th in extras. Here's the 0-1. That one right there. And they'll get it to Polly, and that will do it. Boy, the 11th inning come and go, as that will not score in the runner from second. We'll continue onward to stay on the air, as we'll try to look for our winning team. And it is 1-1 our tie. Into the San Antonio 11th. Left fielder Corey Howell coming in. Runner at second. Fouls that one off, and it's the count now 0-1. Boy, winning run at second. San Antonio trying to get that runner over. And that one inside for a cold strike, and it's 0-2. Boy, I could see that San Antonio on one of the ball games went to 13 innings. And that one's going to be right there. And they won't look at third. Boy, the runner going from second to third. And it's 90 feet away. So another threat against Amarillo. Marcos Castellon is 0 for 4, strikeout in the 8th inning. Runner 90 feet. One base hit wins it. And the pitch. And that's going to be right there. Line drive, base hit, winning run coming home, and they walked it off. And that was a good ball game. The Missions come back, and all they needed was 2. Oh, man. That was a great ball game. For our final, 1 run won it in extra innings. From my friend and everybody here, we got more right for you as we go through this one. So stay tuned. More on the way.
final line score. First for the victorious mission. 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 8 runners on base. For the visitors, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. They left 3 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 39 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
We're back with Texas League Baseball in the aftermath of tonight's ball game. We'll send it back to Jonathan as he will give you what we just saw.
Well, thank you, Bob. And I got to say, this night was one of the greatest nights in Texas League Baseball. Boy, we go through 11 and a half worth of innings, and San Antonio comes back, scores in the winning run from third, and they walk it off here, defeating Amarillo by final score 2-1. Well, tomorrow night is Taco Bell Value Night. Everybody coming in as Flying Chanclas taking on the Amarillo Sod Poodles. Friday is the second and last time for a long while, until probably August, when we'll see the Flying Chanclas return back on the field for San Antonio, taking on the Frisco Rough Riders. And so far, pretty good on that one. Well, I think we are going to get some final scores in just a second. Don't see if Northwest Arkansas tries to win against the Rough Riders, but I don't think that's going to happen this evening because they are down 6 runs against Frisco. Boy, Corpus Christi is 5 runs trailing Tulsa. Boy, Wichita is still leading a 3-run difference against Springfield. Then, yeah, we are pretty much done on this evening. It's been a pretty good ball game, and we've had a great time with all of you being a part of it. Well, Brandon Valenzuela is 1 for 4 home run RBI. The win, Giovanni Cruz getting in and winning this ball game, and for his crowd and bullpen. The loss would go to Will Mabry as he gets credited with the L for Amarillo. Boy, Christian Robinson for Amarillo was a 1 for 4 home run RBI. Brett Johnson, 1 for 4 and 2 bags. Jackson Feltner was a 0 for 4, just as Gino Groover was a 0 for 4 and a strikeout. Brandon Valenzuela, 1 for 4 home run, RBI, and 2 runs in for San Antonio. Joshua Mears, a 3 for 4, 2 and 2 bags for him here for the Missions. Kai Murphy, the designated hitter, was 2 for 4. Ray Patrick Ditter was also a 1 for 4 in that one. So, pretty good night for San Antonio as they win this one through 11 and a half innings worth. And I got to say, it was one of the best games that we've ever had. So, pretty good on that one. Well, tomorrow night will be our 3rd game of our 6-game set. So we have Thursday night baseball, Flying Chanclas taking the field tomorrow evening. Don't forget Friday night as well, as it will be our last time that we see the Flying Chanclas in action in the first half of this Texas League season. Saturday will be post-game fireworks extravaganza, so after the game against Amarillo, we want everybody to stay in their seats and enjoy the best fireworks, courtesy of our friends there at West Creek and Dr. Pepper. Sunday will be our last game, and for 4 days, we get absolute rest and free time, and whatever we have to do, get much needed rest before the second half of the 2024 season commences. So, yeah, gotta say, pretty good one in that one. And it has been a really good one here today. Well, for all of us here, our final score, San Antonio walks off a home run. And, boy, gotta say, it was a pretty good ball game in this one. 2-1 our final through 11 and a half innings here today. And yeah, so far pretty good on that one. Well, for all of us here, we hope y'all have a safe travel home, and we will see y'all tomorrow evening. Final score one more time. The San Antonio Missions 2 and the Amarillo Sod Poodles 1. Well, hang on, John. Are we still getting finalizations from the scores up in the North and South divisions? Well, yep. We still have 6 ball clubs remaining that are playing. That is Corpus Christi and Tulsa, Northwest Arkansas and Frisco, and Wichita and Springfield. But evidently for the Springfield Cardinals, their ball game up there is still too early to call, as they now exited the end of 8 innings. Frisco looks like they're going to win in this one. They got 2 outs. One more will beat them, but evidently they do score in a run, making it a 10-5 ball game. Rough Riders lead Northwest Arkansas 5 runs. Boy, Tulsa coming at them now, as they now lead 7 against Corpus Christi. So, yeah, doing pretty good in that one. I'm thinking Frisco's going to win it. Wichita and Tulsa, well, they'll all get wins here tonight. I mean, that is my best guess. So, Frisco wins 1. So, they'll take that one right there. Corpus Christi will get a whooping. Boy, Drillers will win their 44th. Corpus Christi, ouch. They'll get their 50th. And Wichita getting a win against Springfield. So, yep, that is everybody playing tonight. And so far, we are seeing y'all back tomorrow in the afternoon. Now, hopefully, Mother Nature will help us play this game, and it will be a good one. Well, for all of us here, we say so long and good night from San Antonio. You've been listening to Texas League Baseball with your friend and mine, John Baker. Thank you for enjoying our broadcast, and safe travels home.
See y'all tomorrow for Game 3 of our 6 games against Amarillo. First pitch, 7:05.